There's a lot of good things happening in Kentucky right now.
Governor Bevin talking on the significance of changing the Natcher Parkway to Interstate 165. More details on that coming up.
From WBKO, your hometown news leader, this is AM Kentucky Live.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for watching AM Kentucky on this Wednesday, March 27th. I'm Laura Rogers.
And I'm Chris Allen. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. South and west later today, and that's what's going to warm us into the 60s today and then into the 70s tomorrow and for the next couple of days after
my
that.
Language.
I know, it's going to look
like
and feel like spring.
All right, thank you, Chris.
Yep.
It is officially official. Local and state government dignitaries came together Tuesday to celebrate the newly named I-165, formerly known as the Natcher Parkway. 165 covers 70-plus miles between Bowling Green and Owensboro. The project was announced in 2016 by Governor Matt Bevin and Congressman Brett Guthrie. It is a more than $40 million investment in modernization construction.
This is a brilliant project. It makes good sense. It opens up everything from Bowling Green to Owensboro. It creates the potential for there to ultimately be connectivity even to points north of there. There's a lot of good things happening in Kentucky right now, and this region of the state in particular is poised for incredible growth.
Safety upgrades are also a major component of this project. It includes upgrading bridge rails and guardrails, improving exit and entrance ramps, and raising several overpass bridges in height. Interstates technically cross state lines. Spurs primarily are given 3-digit numbers, which is what I-165 is. In this half hour with breaking news overnight, a Smiths Grove crash has taken the lives of 2 people and left another injured. That accident happened around 9:45 last night at 7606 Glasgow Road near Hydro Pondsville Road in Smiths Grove, just about 20 minutes from us here at WBKO. According to the Warren County Sheriff's Department, the accident involved 2 vehicles. Officials say Joshua Thomas crossed the center line and hit Christopher Gentry. Both Thomas and Gentry were pronounced dead at the scene.
We had, the medical team that was on site as well as the volunteer firemen, and then they had the medical helicopter come in as well and take the one significantly injured person down to the Vanderbilt Hospital.
Gentry's passenger, Amy Love, was taken by Air-Evac to Vanderbilt. Her condition is unknown this morning. That investigation is still ongoing. A Russellville woman is in critical condition this morning after a crash on Russellville Road Monday. Kentucky State Police says Malia Duncan rear-ended a pickup truck towing a trailer in Rockfield near the Warren-Logan County line. Duncan was taken to Skyline in Nashville. The truck driver, Jeffrey Klein of Bowling Green, was not hurt. The Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce continues to build upon the excitement of Bowling Green being named the best place to live in Kentucky by Time.com. Since 2013, BG has been ranked in the top 10, placing second in 2015, 16, and 17. And now another national recognition. Site Selection magazine has named the Bowling Green Area Chamber of Commerce a national leader in economic development. We do begin this half hour with news out of Hart County. The Sheriff's Department, along with state police, are working a shooting investigation in Bonneville. Now, that's all the information we've been given so far. We will continue to update you as authorities reveal more information to us. The Sheriff's Office is working to determine the identity of a body found in Simpson County. Authorities responded to Harris School Road after a property owner said he found human remains in a sinkhole. That sinkhole was part of an underground cave system that had water flowing through it. The body was removed by the Sheriff's Office with help from emergency management and the Simpson County Fire Department's rescue team.
Jesse Gregory has been missing since the 16th of January. Lived in close proximity of that, but like I said, we do not have an identification on this body at this time.
The body was sent to the medical examiner for identification and cause of death. Authorities do not suspect foul play, but this is an ongoing investigation. Operations are back to normal at Trace Diecast this morning after a fire at the plant last night. The call came in around 8 o'clock. The Bowling Green Fire Department sent 8 trucks to the scene.
Not recently, but periodically you'll have a minor fire that usually this was a little bigger than in the past, though.
Officials say over 50 employees were inside the building, but all were accounted for. No one was hurt. Most of the scene was wrapped up just before 10 o'clock last night. Metcalfe County Schools is closed today and the rest of the week due to illness. Schools are scheduled to reopen on Monday, February 25th. Good news to report this morning. The man who was reported missing in the Cave Springs area has now been found. Police have been searching for Lonnie Christian. They say he has some health issues and was without his medication, but around 8:30 last night, police found Christian and told us that he is safe. Another person was also found last night. Cheyenne Brooke Arterburn had been missing since last Thursday when she was supposed to get off the school bus at her dad's house but didn't show up. According to the Logan County Sheriff's Office, Arterburn was found around 10 o'clock last night in Guthrie. She was taken into custody by officials. The Warren County Jail is looking into some policy changes after an inmate escaped earlier this month. The escapee, Benjamin Pettigo, was captured Sunday night in Tennessee. He is currently awaiting extradition back to Warren County. He escaped while taking out the trash, but upon his return, Pettigo will be housed in maximum security and he will not be allowed to work outside the jail.
Well, there's always a chance with a community level Class D inmate, nonviolent offender, that they can choose to run off. Here at our facility, what we'll do is increase the amount of staff that take the folks out of the building to, for instance, do a trash detail or clean up around the building. We'll try and make some policy changes in that area.
Harmon also said the jail is examining all internal policies to increase efficiency and security. Today is the last day of this legislative session. Governor Matt Bevin expected to veto some bills. More as AM Kentucky starts now.
From WBKO, your hometown news leader, this is AM Kentucky Live.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to AM Kentucky on this Thursday, March 28th. I'm Laura Rogers.
And I'm Chris Allen. Good morning, and thanks for joining us.
And this morning, we have a winner.
But it's not us.
No, it's not, obviously, because we're here. But one Powerball ticket did match all 6 numbers drawn last night to take home the 3rd largest jackpot in United States lottery history.
The ticket holder or holders bought their $768 million winning combination in Wisconsin. That's a lot of cheese. According to a Powerball press release, the winning numbers were 44, 62, 20, 37, 16, and the Powerball was 12.
None of those are my lucky numbers. But no worries if you didn't win the grand prize. Lottery officials say more than 5.4 million tickets won some kind of prize in last night's drawing. Of course, if you get all 5 white ball numbers, not the Powerball, you can still win $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
You can also win even something like a free play, $100 here or there. So there are still millions of other winners, but of course only, the one top dog, the big winner there, the $768 million.
Yeah. So some cheesehead in Wisconsin is a big winner.
Some Packers fan or something.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any relatives in Wisconsin, so I'm doggone it. Anyway, as we get your Thursday started, we're talking 70s. 70-degree weather by the time this afternoon rolls around. Each day that passes, it just gets better and better, and today will be even better than it was yesterday. After today, that's when we start to discuss the possibility of some rain, maybe even some thunderstorms, and then some cooler air. I'll have all those details coming up in just a few minutes. Laura?
The state legislature will convene today for the last of its 2019 session. Since January 8th, the Kentucky General Assembly has passed 188 bills. One bill expected to take some time to flesh out is House Bill 358. This is a pension relief bill for universities and quasi-government agencies. It was passed by the House but voted down by the Senate.
The state university presidents are desperate for a solution. They are begging the legislators, please, to go ahead and pass this because it's imperative that we give them some relief. And that is to change the future structure so that they can deliver on the promise to the current folks.
The governor did say he plans to veto several bills and lines in a particular bill. The House and Senate have the opportunity to override his vetoes if they desire.
I think we have to pick and choose our battles wisely.
Union reps for JCPS employees say they support members' First Amendment rights, but are asking teachers please don't call off work this morning. By law, Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio had to comply with the Kentucky Department of Education's request for names of the teachers who called out sick while protests happened in Frankfort. Education Commissioner Wayne Lewis says they won't be disciplined if there are no further work stoppages.
You know, we want to have school. We want to be in school. It's important that we are. So I'm hoping that happens. And I think we put together a good plan with JCTA to be well represented by the teachers in Frankfort. And so we believe the teachers will do that.
Union reps want educators to stop following directions from groups like Dear JCPS and JCPS Leads because they believe they are spreading the wrong information to encourage sick-outs. Dear JCPS responded, saying, quote, "We're not giving direction. We are lifting up the voices of the members who feel they are not represented by their union leadership. Adults, especially teachers, can make their own decisions." Kentucky Education Commissioner Wayne Lewis sent out his recommendations for fixing what he calls a loophole in sick leave policies. His list included personal days should be used if teachers want to protest, and that teachers who call in sick when they are not could face disciplinary action. Democrats sparred with Education Secretary Betsy DeVos Tuesday over her proposed budget. They say it is the third time she has tried to cut funding for her department. DeVos proposed a 12% overhaul decrease in funding for the Education Department for fiscal year 2020. Lawmakers took particular issue with proposed cuts to programs that benefit disabled and disadvantaged people, like the Special Olympics.
Mr. Procan, let me just say again, we had to make some difficult decisions with this budget.
Again, this is a question of how many kids, not about the budget.
I don't know the number of kids.
It's 272,000 kids. That's all. I'll answer it for you. That's okay. No problem. It's 272,000 kids that are affected.
Is an awesome organization. One that is well supported.
And DeVos' office is banking on raising more than $100 million annually in private donations for the Special Olympics. Even when Republicans controlled both the Senate and House, lawmakers have rejected previous cuts proposed by DeVos, voting to increase the Education Department budget instead. Still to come this morning on AM Kentucky, the return of those tourney games today. How long will it last? Only one perfect bracket still standing. And Facebook and Instagram have announced a new ban on white nationalists.
And it's coming up on 7 minutes after the hour now on your Thursday morning. We're going to have another gorgeous day. It's not as cold out there this morning because we warmed it up yesterday to 6.
Overnight, the Kentucky House and Senate were busy finishing up the last bit of legislation up until midnight. One of the topics of conversation, the pension plan. This morning, officials have come to an agreement. House Bill 358 passed 58-39. It would let up to 118 quasi-governmental agencies leave the state's retirement system. That's an agency that exists under partial government control. Legislative leaders say the plan will save many of those agencies from bankruptcy since they can't afford pension payments. The agencies include local health departments, domestic violence shelters, rape crisis centers, and some public universities. But the plan would also let the agencies leave without paying what they owe. If the governor does nothing, the bill would automatically become law after 10 days. Kentucky lawmakers have given final approval to a bill that would ban the use of all tobacco products and e-cigarettes on school grounds. The bill's supporters in the Senate say it would help curb youth smoking. The Republican-dominated Senate voted 28-10 to send House Bill 11 to Governor Bevin. The measure cleared the House earlier this month, and a majority of Kentucky school districts do not ban all tobacco products on campus. The state Senate voted 37-1 to amend House Bill 458. This will allow companies with locations in multiple states to spread their losses evenly among their subsidiaries. This bill was also sent to the governor. Lawmakers have already passed, and Governor Bevin has signed into law tax breaks for banks and nonprofits. Another bill that won final passage would relax Kentucky's liquor law by allowing alcohol to be consumed at private events in dry areas where alcohol sales are prohibited. Lawmakers also completed work on a bill that would give pregnant women the right to request modest accommodations on the job, such as more frequent breaks or lighter duties. New this morning, a house fire on Fairbanks Avenue completely destroying a home in Warren County overnight. The fire happened a little before 3 o'clock this morning. 13 News spoke to the family. They say they believe the fire started in the garage. The family was able to escape with their 15-month-old child and 2 dogs. The toddler received a medical checkup by EMS responders. While the house was a complete loss, the family said they're just happy they made it out safe. and we have kept contact with the owners. We'll check in with them later today.
I'm a little bit nervous that someone will come up here and take something off of our porch.
This morning, people in a Bowling Green neighborhood are on alert after a porch pirate stole a package in broad daylight.
From WBKO, your hometown news leader, this is AM Kentucky Live.
Good morning and welcome to AM Kentucky. It is Friday, March 29th. I'm Mara Rogers.
And I'm Chris Allen. Thanks for joining us. Good morning. It was a beautiful day yesterday here in Bowling Green, about 74 for a high temperature. And around the country, people went out to the ballpark for Major League Baseball's big opening day. Here, the closest Major League team for us, the Cincinnati Reds. They were able to pull off a 5-3 win against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Now, for our local baseball teams, the Bowling Green Hot Rods will open next Saturday, April 6th. And then tonight, the WBKO baseball team will play at home at 3 o'clock against Charlotte. That's later today. So college baseball's been at it several weeks now, and Major League Baseball getting started, minor league baseball. Can't wait for some hot rods this season.
Now you can say it's spring.
Yes,
and
baseball opens.
Not just for the temperatures, but I mean, like I said, yesterday we got into the 70s.
The holiday season may be over, but porch pirates are apparently still in action. 13 News' Allie Henner takes us to Sugarberry Drive, where a Bowling Green man caught one on camera.
I'm surprised in broad daylight.
Caught on camera. Less than 30 minutes after being delivered, appearing to act like he is on his phone for almost a minute. The uninvited guest bends down and steals the package off the porch and walks away.
I'm a little bit nervous that someone will come up here and take something off of our porch, but I've never heard of that happening in this area.
A police report has been filed with the Warren County Sheriff's Department.
I think it's horrible.
Just ask Angela, who saw the thief on the neighborhood app next door.
I think that, people should be more honest, and I think people around the neighborhood should look out for each other, and it's very important that we all stick together.
We order probably every week. We order something online.
Bowling Green Sheriff's Office says if you plan to order items online, to have the items sent to a friend, relative, or neighbor who is home. Have a neighbor pick up the package off your porch. Have expensive items require your signature, or have your package sent to a delivery service store. The good news is the surveillance video was shared on apps like Nextdoor and The Ring, hoping someone can identify the suspect. Reporting for 13 News, I'm Allie Hennard.
And if you recognize the man in the video, please contact the Warren County Sheriff's Office at 842-1633.
Laura?
Let's take a look at a few trending topics this morning. First, a lot of people were concerned over funding for the Special Olympics. This morning, President Trump says he is overriding his administration's proposal to eliminate funding for the Special Olympics. All of this after his Education Secretary, Betsy DeVos, defended plans to cut the funding. DeVos proposed an $18 million cut from her $70 billion budget for education. Low-cost carrier WOW Air abruptly shuts down, leaving thousands of people stranded. The move comes after WOW Air failed to reach an agreement with investors. The company says passengers should book flights with other airlines and contact their credit card company for a refund. The airline began operations in 2012 and operated flights from 27 airports between North America and Europe. And take a look at this intense scene from Turkey. Security video captures the moment a man was briefly whisked away as he tried to stop a patio umbrella from flying off in gusty conditions. Luckily, we are told that man was not seriously injured. More AM Kentucky on the way. Hunters in with sports. Chris has your forecast. Patty's here from the Humane Society with Miss Ginger Snap. All of that still to come. Coloring.
Yes. Oh, this is called Pearl, oddly enough.
Can we see if she'll run in her wheel? I love watching her run in that wheel. She was running in it earlier, and she was just like, oh, buddy.
There
she gets lots of good exercise, right? And I love this little car. How fun to see her. There she goes. Look at her. Look at her go. Miss Ginger Snap getting it.
Yes.
She's
so I
like
hope
the rest
people
of us
will
on the
come
train.
out to the shelter at 1924 Louisville Road and visit Miss Ginger Snap, and somebody's going to love to take her home.
Yes, she is the cutest little thing. I think she's probably wins the award maybe for like the tiniest little critter that we've had.
She is, 1 ounce.
Yes.
Amazing, huh?
Very gentle. So stop by and see Miss Ginger Snap. There she is, even going through her tube. She's on Louisville Road in Bowling Green. You can give them a call. If you have any questions, you can go online and see all the pets up for adoption. VGShelterPets.com.
Laura?
And everybody knows how hip-hop star Cardi B says, okay, with the high pitch and the rolled R's. And I can't say it. I wish I could. But she officially filed trademark paperwork for, what is it, Chris?
Oh,
spelled with 3 R's. She also submitted a claim for a different spelling of the word with 2 R's at the end instead of 3. Coming in clutch. Thank you for that method to this. I want to give a shout out to our producer, Dee Dee, who has 14 of the 16 teams that are in the Sweet 16. That's pretty darn good.
Gee.
Yeah. So she has to be winning in the bracket pool.
Wow.
I would assume.
That guy should have played the lottery last night.
He should have. I think you have higher chances of winning the lottery than you do of hitting a perfect NCAA bracket.
That's amazing.
And those games starting back up today.